Hello again, Keith Loki back for another episode of the Mothership Challenge. I was going to do the medium challenge, but I ended up seeing that I could easily do it with just adding another 3 to 4 passenger modules. So this craft now has space for 128 Kerbals, and one part of the heavy challenge was only solid fuel for launch. It doesn't specify if it's only solid fuel to launch up to your aposis or just to get yourself off the launch pad, so I just made this horrible contraption on the bottom to do the initial launch procedure, and then it'll switch to the tanks. This is going to be labeled the hard mothership. And in this video we're also going to check out if these actually work. I'm going to go ahead and throw some Kerbals in some parts. At least one in each of them. Because I want to see if these will actually work. It'll just be interesting. One in there, one in there, one in there. Okay. So now, we are going to save and launch. Tons. I'm including the skate pods in that weight calculation because they are part of the main ship and they supply. Oof. They might maybe get us up to like 20 or 30 meters per second. We're gonna want to start boosting as soon as they drop off. Let's actually speed up time a little bit. Oh no, they're actually going to get us a good speed. We're going to go ahead and select the make and fan pod also. We want to keep ourselves on center point because we are slightly falling off of it. Well then, these are actually working better than I thought. Come on. So yeah, they're probably going to get us at least up to maximum cruising speed in Kerbin. Oh shoot, I didn't. It doesn't matter. I didn't connect up these fuel lines again, so the center stage isn't getting fuel from these, but these can supply themselves with thrust, so it doesn't really matter. The center stage will just use its own fuel, which it has a lot less, I believe. And I fixed the fuel issue with the side tanks, so they're not going to be screwing up again. Yeah, the center stage has a lot less fuel than the sides. Everything's kind of bowing out too. Yeah, we actually got a good amount of thrust from those. So that horribly designed little thruster pod is a good design. Well, a good thing to push us off. It's gotten us up to 10,000 aposis. This is going to get us to orbit. The thrust to weight ratio isn't too good on them though. And if they're lucky back at the command station, they're not going to be hit by that, but it kind of looks like they are going to be hit. Well, no, that's actually going to travel to 10k and then fly away, so yeah, they'll be fine. Kerbals are near expendable anyway, so I don't think they have much to worry about. I haven't actually looked at this IVN in quite a while. It's a nice little airport feel. IVA. Why are they all up at the front? IVA. All alone. No stewardess, no nothing. At this stage we should actually be able to probably get to a stable orbit with it. No issues at all. Oh, and with the last video, I honestly do not know why my recording software is separating videos into pieces, because the last video was like 28 minutes and it separated the last minute and a half to its own little video, which kind of infuriates me because I didn't press anything that would have caused it. The only thing I could think of is when I did that little pause of the icon, and then that's when it switched over. I'll have to render that out after I do this video, and then I'll post these both up at the same time. I do like how this turned out though. It's a pretty interesting looking craft. Oh shoot, I should really start aiming up. I'm kind of clued out that I'm supposed to be going into orbit. We're probably getting a very efficient, or no, it's probably inefficient at this angle of attack. We'll see. We're just going to leave it here and see what happens. Because we are skirting the atmosphere right now, we might be able to push our parry up a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to have to go up. We're going to start going on fire. As long as our APO is going up slowly, it should be good. We still have another minute of thrust in this tank. See, surprised at how well these are being used. Just gonna leave that. My hands are off the keyboard right now. This thing's pretty stable. I have no vector locked. It's just flying by itself. Well, not flying by itself, but doesn't really have to worry too much about falling off course. That could be all the wings though, even though we're just skirting the atmosphere. Yeah, we're almost wrapped halfway around the planet already. This is turning out to be kind of an efficient flight, I think. I'm not 100% sure on how that works yet. But we are going to be leaving the atmosphere with well over enough delta V in the last stage probably to circularize this orbit. Come on, I just want to get it over to here, so when we do get up to 80, come on, no, 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 no. I just wish we'd get into orbit already, because I can't arrest this rocking because I don't have the required delta V to do. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and flip ourselves over, because most likely we'll be out of the atmosphere by then. Just going to keep rolling. Just keep rolling, rolling. Because it's what it wants to do. And once we get up to 70, we can lock our orbit, or lock our direction to the prograde. And we're in space. Oh, no, don't you dare stop spinning. Now we just need to wait till we get up to there, to 100 kilometers. 90. We'll stop at 98 so we can realign ourselves, and then we'll start thrusting. And at the speed we're going and the amount of parry left in the negative, we should be good to have around 2600 delta V, which with that we could probably get to another planet, and that's with a good 30 tons worth of fuel or ship. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit longer again to get to the next Apophysis. I think we're like 3 minutes away. 2.5 now. Come on. A little bit further. We'll overshoot it and then speed up time again. We still have another minute to get to it. And we'll just start thrusting now, screw it. Oh no, we actually have to try and roll back over to it. A little bit further. And we are in orbit with a relatively circularized orbit. This is the hard level ship for this challenge, so we've... Sorry about that. Forgot to turn off the alarm for the last video. But yeah, we have completed the Mothership challenge. At least I believe we have, depending on the outlined rules are kind of slim pickings for Dragon Rage's challenge, but it's a nice challenge overall. I'd love to see, there's only one entry at this current time, which is the January 30th. The last entry was on January 22nd. But I'd love to see more videos. We'll just fire those off. Those separate in a nice blaze of glory. Okay, so we have 2658. What we're gonna do now is this thing needs to stop rocking. We're gonna decouple. Go to that decoupled craft. And we're gonna see how well our little escape pods come back. I don't know how much control I'll have. Whoa, did I just bump into something? Oh yeah, I bumped into the wing. Hey, that's helping me. So, we want to bring our Apophysis down. Or no, not our Apophysis. Is it our Apophysis? No, we're bringing our parry down. Back into the atmosphere. We're going to bring it down to 45. And we're going to flip around, or actually we're going to stay the direction we're at, just so if need be we can use this tank to deorbit ourselves, but we're actually going to lock a bunch of it because we would have used a fair bit of the fuel anyway with flying into orbit without that big giant booster stage and say flying to another planet. Like say minimum 7, so this would only have a little bit of fuel left coming back to the planet. So we only have a small budget of delta V left in it. Only like 75% of the total. Just need to lock myself there. There we go. So we're going to see if Kimmelin and Mayema is going to be able to make it back to Kerbin. If they're able to do it, then they're going to be the first two people to test out this escape pod. It's not really a pod, it's more like an escape ship, but that's schematics, or no, schematics. I can't remember that word I'm trying to think of. I know the word I'm thinking of, I just don't know how to say it. It's a problem I have with a lot of words. Schematics. No. It still sounds wrong. It could be right, but it just sounds wrong. "54 seconds of thrust." We're probably going to start burning up soon. We should also have enough... Oh wait, how much do we still weigh? Ooh, it's the one thing I didn't factor in. With all this fuel still on here, we're going to have a couple issues. As in, we're going to weigh a lot more than I think we can handle with our parachutes. Well, we'll just throw the engine into it, but... Ooh. If we start going back up, I'm going to start thrusting against the Atmo. So let's do that now. Stable, are we? We're not very stable. We're not very stable. No, 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 no. Oh, frig. Yeah, this thing is not very stable. We'll just have to use our engine to slow us down a little bit. Yeah, we're going in way too fast. We're gonna use up all the fuel just trying to burn ourselves to slow down enough. And we're at the point of no return. We cannot... Oh, there goes one wing. Hopefully this spinning will help us slow down. Yes, I mean, I meant to do this. This is my plan. It's my design. Perfect. Yeah, it's working out perfectly. We're good. I couldn't have worked out any better. Let's slow ourselves down, because I am going pretty fast. Ooh. Did I lose some parachutes? No, everything's open. It's just this wing is causing us issues. Did we land? Are we landed? No, we aren't landed. Oh, shoot. I thought we were landed. And are we over water? I don't know. Are we over water? We're probably going to lose the engine and maybe the tank. Transfer. Up to the top area. Because we're going to lose the bottoms, I know that. But as long as she's up in here, she should be fine. I hope. Because we have a little bit of delta lead. Yeah, we lost the tank, but it's not too bad. Oh, we lost our pods, fuel and all that, but it did work, in a sense. So we do know this escape pod does work. It's very dangerous to use and very wasteful, actually, because if we end up losing both ends of it, it's a couple thousand for that, and then a couple thousand for the front too. But we were able to save the crew, meaning it works as an escape pod, as long as we have a little bit of fuel to slow us down. Even then, I don't think we'd have much trouble, because it wouldn't burn up really in the atmosphere too badly. But that is the end of the video. So we completed that challenge, the Mothership challenge, with the hard and it was the easy difficulty. We just skipped the medium because we already did the medium difficulty with the first stage, because the medium one requires only liquid fuel and oxidizer. But we could have just went ahead and flown the hard craft with just liquid fuel and oxidizer, with more crew even. But I thank you for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you dislike, leave a dislike and a comment to tell me why you disliked the video. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see future updates, I usually update Monday to Friday, but this and the last video are kind of a one-off where I just decided I found some challenges I like, so I thought I'd do them on Saturday. I might also post on Sunday, depending on if I feel like recording some Command & Conquer 95, which is one of my first video games I ever played, but that's dependent on if I feel like playing it. I thank you for watching, and you have a good night.